Hello and welcome back to the channel. I just thought I'll go through a few jobs I'm getting done on the Caravan. Unfortunately, we're booked up to go away in a week on Sunday and there's been nothing but problems and improvements, but the Caravan is just in bits at the moment. So first up, the rear lights weren't working very good, the side lights weren't working, the indicators were flashing slightly white, as one of those marker lights at the top wasn't working. So we've took it all apart, so I'll start off with what I'm doing. First of all, the two number plate lights. What I'm doing is I've got a bit of sandpaper. I've cleaned up those contacts a bit, because we're getting a bit grubby. To be fair, these were working, but what it was, you can just see a bit of the green stuff, like algae in. There was that much rubbish inside of them. There was hardly any light coming out, so these just simply need a clean up. What I'm going to do is, obviously I've got a whole box of brand new bulbs to go in. Amber ones, 2 festoons for the number plates, stop light, fog lights, tail lights, all of it, basically the whole lot is getting new. And then what I'm going to do is use a bit of this silicone grease to put on the terminals, just a little tiny bit to keep any of the moisture off them, put them back in, and they're done. These marker lights, I'm going to see how good they are. They're only like 14 quid for a pair, and you get the brackets, but they don't seem damaged at all. But one of these actually wasn't working, so I'm going to get the ladders up and just clean those connections up and put 2 new bulbs in on each side. I'll show you on this side. Obviously, as you can see, it's burnt out. That was like your side light bulb, your tail light, your fog light, your stop light, and these were, if you look, there's some, like the orange is coming off them, just exactly the same as like on a car. So for the sake of a few quid, I'm just going to refresh whole new bulbs in the back and on the number plate lights, and then on the 2 marker lights as well at the top. So that's that done. I'm not too happy at this seal up here. I'll move my finger out the way, it might just focus in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that bracket off. I know you should use white copper silicone, but all I've got lying about is some clear RTV. This stuff can go inside of engines and everything. It says it's fully waterproof, it's adhesive sealant. It's brilliant stuff, this actually. I'm just going to reseal that just in case any moisture was getting in. I've cleaned up the fascias where the lights go in. What else was I doing? So that was that. Make note of this bit of tape, silver tape I've got. I've done a little trick with that. We'll go around to the Caravan now, and you'll notice a problem when we get round to the other side, which I was not expecting. Quite peed off about it actually. So there we go, cardboard in the side of the Caravan. We'll go inside and explain. I really should have had the Caravan set up for the awning today, and as you can see, fridge hanging out. I'll come back to that. So anyways, you might notice all these are off, the light units, and that's them there. They've gone a bit yellow through the UV off the lights, but what it was, a couple of them, there's one there, was, you see the black at the bottom, they weren't very good. So I've ordered 4 brand new ones, Osram ones. I'll just try and get one out the packet without it smashing. I'll put it onto somewhere soft. There we go. So I'm getting Osram ones, pretty much exact match to those, to go in. As everybody's seen on my car videos, Osram's original equipment. Most vehicles leave the factory with Osram lamps. So for the sake of, I think it cost us, not even, I think say £10. So it'll have a new fluorescent light in the bathroom, new one here, new one here, new one here, as well as I've got like spotlights here. There's 2 in the shower in there, and there's one I've fixed up there, which the unit looked a bit damaged, and I've put LED ones in. That hasn't got a lens to it, so the LED's fine for that. These ones I can't figure out how to get them off, so I'm simply going to leave them. And this is something else which I've done as well. This is the awning light, as you can see there. I'm getting blinded by the sun. It's pretty poor. Unfortunately, I'm not going to switch the electric on because I've got the fridge in bits. But what it is, it's one in this cupboard. I don't know if you can see through the light or not. See if I can. What it is, just a bulb anyways, and it's really poor. So what it was, this cover goes on the back of it, and I was thinking, why is it so bad? So what I've done is, may or may not work, but one thing for sure, it's definitely got to improve things, some aluminium tape. You use it for exhaust repairs. So what I've done is, I've just put, this is the side that goes inside of the lamp obviously, put this on, because obviously the lamp was just shining onto a non-reflective surface. So by doing this, you're doubling the output of the light. So now when that goes into there like that, that's going to reflect more light. I'm going to tidy them little offcuts up, and that'll effectively help the light output from the awning. Secondary thing as well, that bulb gets really hot. That's actually going to stop this getting hot, 'cause it's going to reflect the light back, the heat back. So that's just a little trick that I've done with that. Right, what was I on to? Yes, on another one of my videos, when I've got this carry-on sorted, I've just bought this. Everybody make a note of this. I'm going to do a separate video on it. It's Pureo Clean. What it is, it's like a powder, and you put it into your water system. So basically, you fill your water barrel up with it. I think about 10 teaspoons full of that into the water. Prime it through the Caravan, into the hot water tank, into the pipes. Leave it for 24 hours. Then flush the system out with clean water, and it kills all the bacteria and everything. It's basically like what we used to use Milton, but Milton deteriorates rubber seals, corrodes metal. This stuff's perfectly safe, and it does a real good clean out of the whole water system in the Caravan, because I think this Caravan stood for a long time. So that's coming on another video. What else am I waiting for? I've got a cool little fold-up 4-seater camping table for the awning, which I'll show. I'm also going. That is the air awning. I was meant to be doing that today or tomorrow, but because of this carry-on, I can't tow the Caravan with the fridge hanging out. So that's going to have to wait till next week. I'll try and do the best demonstration as I can of putting the awning up. You know, it's just going to have to be my best abilities. And as you'll notice in here, I've had the carpet is actually getting dirty through having to do the work on it last night. But all the marks and everything's come out the carpet. I've went back that, and the whole Caravan's been fully cleaned over the weekend. It looks a mess now, but it was actually tidy until we started doing this, pulling this apart. Hence there's bits of fridge and God knows what lying everywhere, as you can see. So to this, just like people say, buying used cars, buying used Caravans is exactly the same. So I would show you the videos how to put these lights in, but it's pretty simple. It's just 2 little bullet points there, and they go onto the outside. As you can see, keep the old one as a reference, because you can see they're nice and clean. The outside terminals are clips into place, job done. I may do a separate video when I do that tonight, but the fridge, what's gone on with the fridge. So, obviously the front fascia's off on it in a minute. Put it onto battery, runs fine, nice and cold. Put it onto gas, runs fine, nice and cold. The minute you click it onto mains power, like at the minute it's connected into the house, trips the electric, trips the RCD in the Caravan and as well as the house. I was thinking, what's going on here? So I had a little bit of digging round, and this is what you call your, well, it's like but this is filled with, I believe, with ammonia gas, and it heats up, and this is called your main thermal. It's a thermal coupling basically. I can't tell you exactly the ins and outs of how they work, but obviously one wire here goes to your thermostat, the other one's an earth, and the other one goes to your switch. What this does is it heats up and inside of the fridge unit, and that this causes the reaction to basically make your fridge go cold, because these don't have a compressor. You see, these are non-compressor fridges because they would make too much noise. So these are like how a silent fridge system works. It's doing my head in. I'm just trying to think what this is again. It's a thermal, oh, what's it called again? I would have to look it up anyways and get back to you, but it's an absolute nightmare to get out. I've had a nightmare trying to find it. I've had to get all model codes off the fridge, which weren't going through on the system. I was fighting, obviously this, if you look, it's the two, see, there's 2 of these identical. There's a 240 volt, which is your mains power. Then you've got your 12 volt, which is your battery. Hence, the one for the battery side of it worked, the one for the gas side of it worked. The gas works in a totally different way, but it didn't work on the mains, because I've tested this and there's a dead short somewhere inside of this unit or something. I did a test, so I know I've isolated the problem so that I don't waste all this time. It's cost us 80 quid for nothing, but we're going away in a week and I need the fridge working. So, what a fight we had last night getting it out. Obviously, this is where it connects into. One wire goes to your thermostat, the other one goes to your switch, and that's the earth where it goes to there and to there. But from the outside, what a carry on. I'll try, I don't want to take all this cardboard out for the minute in case it rains, but let's have a look. There you see, there's the grey wire, there's the red and the grey wire. See how that says 12 volts, that's for your battery. So that pin, that long peg thing, spike you see, goes into here, as well as that one for the 12 volt goes in. Hence it works perfectly fine on the battery on 12 volts, but not on that. It's an element, that's what you call it. It's the heating element. So if anybody's ever had your cooker blow up, when your heating element goes, and normally when your heat element blows on your electric cooker, it blows the electrics in the house. This is basically exactly the same thing. So there was a lot of cursing and swearing. I didn't get, actually, I think I was in the shower last night at about 12:45/midnight, and up for work again in the morning to get this done, because totally cocked everything up. So there we go. Obviously with 2 kids, food and stuff, I can't manage without a fridge. The only option I was going to do was to buy one of those, those beer fridges, the Stella Artois Budweiser ones. But everybody's jumped on the bandwagon. They used to go for 20-30 quid. Now everybody's wanting 70-80 quid for second-hand ones when they're like 120 new. But that will be the last resort, to get one of those and put it in the awning and just put the fridge back in. So there's a quick update on Project Caravan. When I've got the awning up, that's the fab seal. Waterproofing, I'm hoping one day next week when the fridge is sorted, I'm going to take the Caravan first thing to work, hang the awning on the side of the Caravan, spray it with a fab seal, leave it all day to dry. Then on the evening when we're finished, shut the gates and have a go of putting up the awning. So, thanks for watching. Just to let everybody know, when you do buy a second-hand Caravan, these are things you can expect to be problems, to go wrong. It's just like a second-hand car. They can't be helped. But, it's a learning curve at least. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. If you like this, like, comment and subscribe. Thanks. Bye. Quick video just to show, obviously they're done now. Fixed those because they weren't working. Tail lights weren't working, so we're burnt out. And obviously, as you can see, the number plate lights are working. I'm just going to go through and I'll come back to you. Fog lights working. And I'll get somebody to jump in, test the brake lights and the indicators. The front ones as well, obviously working. They need to be checked. Our front running lights. Brakes. As you can see there, the brakes working. Indicators. Brakes. See, high level one working as well. So there you go. That's all the lights tested. I know it's a bit of a faff on taking everything apart, but it just means you've got to remember these stand quite a lot. So it's good to change all the bulbs regularly, because they do deteriorate, and just do a few simple checks. Like, it just takes having one of those off, or a stop light off. On the case of this one, I had no side lights. You're just going to get stopped off the police. They're just going to start pulling you to bits, the car, looking at everything. So it's worthwhile just having the Caravan fit and ready for the road, the same as what you would have for a car. So I'll catch you in another video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. Bye.